Good morning, Magicals, and thank you for joining me in our space again. Huge apologies for yesterday. I was really, really sick yesterday. I went down with a serious migraine, which I don't get very often at all. I had to shift clients and all sorts of things. So huge apologies. I also have made a decision to just postpone the astrology reading just for a couple of days. Unfortunately, my health is not great at the moment. I'm not sick, dead, or dying, so just, this is one of those dramatical things. But I'm having some issues with my blood sugar and things like that. So I just need to get myself back into some kind of equilibrium, and then we'll be good to go. But there's a lot of other stuff in the meantime that I'm planning in the works as well. So please just bear with me over the next day or two while I kind of recalibrate a little bit. Wasn't expecting to be going through this, but I think it's just the universe just telling me that I need to start taking my health and my body space, my physical space a bit more seriously. Okay, so guys, sorry. Our Wednesday morning reading, we've got some beautiful, beautiful energy here this morning. We're starting off with the card, the Call, okay? Now, in traditional tarot, this is judgment, and I'm hearing very loudly, you're being called to service, okay? It's a 20 card. 2 is a number of partnerships and things like that, but it's also a number of service, okay? So I'm hearing very cloudly. You can definitely see it's not even 7 o'clock. It's one of those mornings. I'm hearing very clearly from Kelso that this is now, we are all being called to step into our purpose. Okay, guys, we're circling back to this. I cannot control the messages. We've spoken about this a million times. So people out there are not listening. Okay, this is about being scared. I'm hearing that people are fearing stepping into their power and into what they're meant to be doing. And I get it. Trust me, when I started my stuff and I had to start advertising on Facebook as a sidekick and things like that, I was like, not ideal, but there comes a point where you do overcome it. So this is a call. This is a call to start actually seriously going into your soul stuff. Where do you want to be? What do you feel you're drawn to? What's pulling you? It's a big one at the moment that's happening. There's a big shift in energy this year. It's really pushing us out of our comfort zones. The next card we got was Two of Fire. Okay, so this is very much about, in the traditional Rider-Waite, the man is standing between two wands and he's looking out to sea. This is about future planning, being creative, following your passion again. So where this is telling you now, follow your heart and that kind of stuff, this card is about the planning part of it. If you have a look, he's on a camel over here and there's a light hanging off that. That's spirit lighting your way. I'm hearing that spirit guiding you to where you need to be. And if you just listen to the messages, you'll actually get to where you need to be and where you want to be, guys. Understanding that, yes, I know. Everyone's like, oh, the spiritual path is not easy. No, it's not easy, but nothing's easy. Life's not easy. Nothing's easy. But I can tell you that there are many unawakened light workers out there, people that should be doing things like the Reiki work, like the reading work, healing in different ways, working with medicines, herbal medicines, all of that stuff, clearing space, clearing ancestral timelines. We all have different things. So not everybody has to do what I do. But there are certainly a million different avenues of possibility in order for us to step into our healing and our light working stuff. So this is about planning, though. It's about planning for the future, moving forward with those plans, thinking about what you want to do. Okay. And the final card here for the general energy for today is the Star. What an amazing card. Okay. This is telling you that if you heed the call and you do your planning and all that, you're wishing upon a star. There is hope. All right. It's about also actually about healing, because I am hearing that because a lot of what we do is about healing ourselves as well. That's why we sign up for these contracts when we come into these spaces, because it's all about us healing ourselves and our souls growing. So the next incarnation we take on something else and we learn. Okay, so this is very much about wishing upon a star and things coming true, having the hope and the magic for things to work out the way you want them to. Okay, but a beautiful energy this morning, really like getting us going. Okay, so then ask what we have to do. How do we get there? Obviously, okay, it's great to have the information, but now what do we do? And the card that came up was, here we go, Wandering Path. Enjoy the journey. Okay, this is really important, guys. Everybody thinks that our lives are some destination. It's not. Our life is a journey and we need to enjoy it. We really, really do need to enjoy it. Okay. This is not about, oh, in 6 months' time, I need to be here, or 7 months' time, I need to. First of all, don't try divine timing. When you're working with spirit here, okay, listen, don't try and set timelines. Oh, doesn't work. Doesn't work. Spirit comes through and goes, really? Let me just show you something about calendar planning. And then everything just goes, whoa. So my suggestion is just enjoy the journey, enjoy the process. Even when stuff comes up, like now you'll see a lot on Facebook and stuff like that. I'm always joking about the retrogrades and stuff like that because, it's a part of what it's meant to be. And it does bring stuff to the table. So even the hard, like, stuff that we don't really want to face, bring stuff to the table. And if we can enjoy it, if we can just go with the flow and enjoy it, things are going to be so much easier. Oh, beautiful. Oh, God, this card's gorgeous. The next card up is Voyage of the Heart. How gorgeous is that? Oh, I love these cards. Love flows through you and to you. Okay. This is very much about making decisions from your heart space. Okay. Using your heart to guide you. So when you've listened to the call and you are planning where you want to be and what you want to do, use your heart space. Work with your heart chakra. Listen to your heart. Talk to it. What is it telling you? What wishes is it wanting to put out into the universe? Okay. Our hearts really do need to lead us in this journey. This is a very much a feely journey. It's not a thinky journey. And I think that's one of the biggest problems people have in spirituality. We try and take the thinky and actually try and solve feely problems with thinky solutions, and that doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. It's just not possible. Okay, this is soul stuff, guys. This is that deep yearning that comes from within us that our mind can't conceive of. This is beyond the human ego. And remember what I said, ego is the human aspect of the soul. Okay, so then I asked, interesting outcome, closure. This is the outcome. Okay, well, there's another card as well, because again, Kelso missed having his conversation yesterday with all of you, so apparently we have to have whole decks out here this morning. Right, closure is about ending. I'm actually hearing the word. Now, don't panic. Nobody is springing off of mortal coils, okay? So I'm not talking about like crossing rainbow bridges and stuff. I'm talking about the ending of a life, okay? A life that no longer serves you. Maybe you are in that space of feeling trapped and stuck and needing to move forward, but you're not happy with the life that you're living now. Maybe friendships need to be walked away from. Maybe relationships. Maybe jobs need to be left. Now, please, I am not saying, for the love of God and all things holy, I am not saying just quit your job and Spirit's going to take care of you, because that's not really like how it works. But what it's about is planning. Planning. Okay. Get creative and plan. All right. So if you are feeling like there are cycles or areas of your life that need to come to an end because they're holding you back, this is what's going to happen when you start going through all of this, listening to your call, enjoying the journey and following your heart. Okay, closure is one of the aspects that will happen. Now, the other one here is psychic ability. Now, it's no coincidence that this card has come up. Let's be very honest. It's also understand that we all have intuition. I call it our internal GPS system. Okay, so we all have psychic abilities to some degree. All right. Like I said, not everybody does what I have to do and what my path is. But what it does mean for me is that you will step into your spiritual path. Okay, you will use your intuition for the greater good. Guys, I cannot express enough how needed we are to do our light work at this point in time. Okay. And it doesn't matter whether you're thinking, oh, like I often think this. I'm sitting there going, I'm just a little fatty sitting in the middle of Drummond in the middle of South Africa. Like, what the hell, It doesn't matter. Every light you add to a room brings more light. And the more lights there are, the greater the light that there is in general. All right. We need to shine our lights, guys. It's really, really important at this point in time. The world needs us. We know that the world needs us. Have you seen with the shit that's going down out there? Like, seriously. So this is very much about starting to tune into our gifts. What are they? Where are you wanting to be with them? What do you want to do with them? Are you prepared to answer the call? It's really, really, really important at this time. At the end of the day, we are so needed out there. And, I say this so often, if only one person gets a message and they really needed that message, my job is done. That's my job. Okay. So, guys, please heed the call. It's important. The world really, I know it sounds so random and so cliche in so many ways. The world needs us now. It really does. And it's time. We need to step out of our comfort zones and we need to actually go, you know what? I've got this. I can do this. We're going to be better people for it as well. So, beautiful, beautiful reading. Well, I love the reading today anyway. I think it's gorgeous. And I think just with the star, the hope, and the beauty of the star, I mean, let's be honest, there's nothing quite like sitting under the stars and wishing upon a star and just there's just a magic about it. So I love this reading for you guys. I really, really, really do. I hope that it resonates with some of you, and I hope that you spend today just following your heart and finding out what your soul passion is today. It's time. It's really time. So sending you so, so much love, and I will touch base with you tomorrow morning. Have the most beautiful, beautiful day, Magicals. Big loves.